Is Swash really a way to potentially earn more than $200 per month completely passively as it claims, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael and I've tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and many viewers have recently asked me about this particular platform. So in this Swash app review, I will show you exactly how it works. I will show you my opinion about it, show the pros and the cons based on my experiences, and then you can decide for yourself whether this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join. And Swash is a platform you can potentially join from all countries from what I've been able to find out. There might be a few countries you cannot join from, but you just need to actually download it. You can click there on the website to get Swash, and then you will see, then it will open up and you need to download it from your Chrome browser or download it as a Chrome extension. And it looks like it's very easy to earn at first, because if you look at this introduction video, it says that you can earn from $200 per month there. Here also it says earn from $200 per month. This is another landing page I found there. So according to this, like from 200 means like a minimum $200. So it looks very promising. And here also it says, like in the video, that you can actually do it passively. So let's talk a little bit more about how that actually works. So the idea of Swash is that your data is always sold all the time whenever you're online, but you do not get paid for it. So here they are actually transparently saying you, whatever data we collect when you're online, we will actually sell that, and then you will get a part of that money. So that's basically how you can earn passively. You need to just allow them to sell this data, and then you will get a part of the earnings, and then you don't have to do anything else than just being online, and then you can earn. But what that exactly means and all that and all the ways you can earn, let's also dive a little bit deeper into that. First, let's start by going over how you would get started if you decide this is for you. So if you decide to use Swash, then you need to go to download the Chrome extension, and then it will be an install button. Right now it's installed for me, so I can't click it. But that would be there, and then you just need to follow it and say yes to give it the permissions. What you just need to be aware of is that when you install it, one of the things you can see that they say that very clearly, that you allow it to, for example, view and edit all data on all websites. Personally, for me, that makes me a little bit worried, because sometimes you might do like internet banking or whatever it can be, and what you're actually saying is you can read and edit all data on all websites. That means, like, you know, no matter what, you can turn it on and off. I'll show you also that. But personally, I feel insecure about installing a Chrome extension that allows things like that, you know, but that's of course something you need to decide for yourself. I just want to make clear that you need to read these terms and conditions so you know exactly what you're saying yes to. And in the terms, you will also see that some terms do come later in the sign up process here. I'll also leave a screenshot here on the screen of those terms where it says very clearly, I like that, the transparency of it. They say very clearly, we will sell your data, you will get a part of that. So, you know, that's just what you need to be aware of. Whatever data they collect from whatever websites you're using, they will sell that. So, you know, that's just something to be aware of. If you can accept all that, you just go through the process there, and when you then say that you create this account there, then you will also get what they call private key, or your wallet key there for you to get paid. You need to write that down, keep it somewhere safe, because if you, for example, delete it from your Chrome browser, no, I actually did that when I first tested it, so I have a brand new one now, because when you delete it, and then if you don't have that private key there, then you won't be able to actually access your earnings again. So that's just something you need to be aware of. Also, another thing to be aware of is that when I had actually installed it in my Chrome browser, my browser just completely shut down. So I had to restart it again, and then I could you know, go there and go through the sign up process. I'm not saying that that will happen to you. It's just something to be aware of, you know, that's my experience. But let's now talk a little bit more about what you then can actually do and how you potentially can get paid. So as mentioned, I have just created a new account there, and then you can see this is how it will look, because you actually have access. You have it here as a Chrome extension there, but you can also get access to the earnings and the dashboard through here. what you need to be aware of is here you can see that it says it's on, but you can turn it off. So if it is on websites you do not want it to collect data, then you can turn it off. You know, like personally you have still given the Chrome extension data to view everything, of course, but here this is what it says, and it says that then you will only earn when it's actually on. Also, you can see it's unverified because you need to verify with your phone number to be able to start earning. So that's just something to be aware of. But other than that, the only way, like what you need to do is just to have it on, just use the internet, and then you will see the earnings here accumulate. But then when it's added here, you can see that you need to click to claim it, and then you can see this balance here will then be updated every 48 hours there. So that is basically how it works to earn passively there. Exactly how much you can earn, you shouldn't expect a lot in general. I have not been able to test it much, basically mainly because I do not feel safe about actually having something like this running in my browser that I use for all kind of things, like also banking and things like that, like giving a Chrome extension access to reading and editing everything there. That's just personally me. That's something you need to save for yourself. If you don't have a problem with it, if you've done it for a while, so please share your experiences below also. But there are also other ways to earn. You can see here, earn more. So this is in beta, so they have like offers, referral bonuses there, also coming soon, a mobile app. So you can use some of these here. Some of them say, like, even though you click it, for example, the referral bonus at the time of recording this video anyways, it says like, oh, there is no option right now and things like that. So, it's not super user friendly this year. It also says it's in beta. So, that's what it is there. But let's talk about next how you can potentially then get paid if you decide to use this to earn. There are a couple of ways you can get paid. You can go to the donation and then you can actually donate to different charities there. But you can also go to the earnings section and withdraw. They also have a long article that explains more about this and how it would work. You need to have these 10 Swash there. You need to have it installed for at least 1 month there, and verify to claim, balance claim there. How to withdraw. You need to withdraw via the Gnosis chain, and then they have some videos about that and things. So I would say, and then it's a Swash crypto token you are withdrawing into MetaMask, for example. So it's a little bit confusing, not super user friendly, especially not if you've never used crypto or anything like that before. But they have an article here that describes that. I would say, like, compared to many other get paid to sites I've tested, where you just like, okay, you withdraw, you give your, for example, Bitcoin wallet address or your PayPal email address or whatever, and then you just click, and then that's it. Here it's a little bit more complicated. So if you decide to use it, you just need to read through this here and find out exactly how you can get your earnings. So to sum it all up, I understand why Swash can seem appealing and passive ways to earn online. I always love that, even though in general the ones where it just runs in the background like this in general will of course not earn you a lot. Personally, I don't feel safe about letting a Chrome extension getting access to what it asks you for getting access to, but that's of course a personal choice. If you don't mind that, then it can be a way to earn a little bit extra passively. However, I would say also the payout system and all that, it's not so user friendly. It seems like they're working on the platform regularly to improve it and all that. Who knows? I'll keep an eye on it and see how it develops. At the moment, personally, it's not a platform that I will be using. I think there are other passive ways to earn like this, where you can earn the same amount that is just easier to use and things like that I prefer using instead. I'll leave a link below to a list I have of the best passive income apps, so you can check that out. But who knows, maybe Swash will change in the future. As long as it has a Chrome extension, that's the only way to earn there that asks for those permissions. Personally, I will not be using it again. That is my personal choice. That's my personal opinion. I'm just telling you exactly what I think, and then you can use that information to make your own decision. But personally, as mentioned, I prefer currently other passive ways to earn. I'll leave a link to that list below. Plus, I'll also leave a link below to a list I have of the best free ways to earn Bitcoin if you're interested in earning crypto, because Swash is where you can actually earn crypto. So those platforms, again, they are just more basic. They're more simple to just earn, do small tasks, get paid in Bitcoin to any Bitcoin wallet very easily. So I'll also leave a link to that below, so you can check that out if you want some alternative to this. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.